everybody, my name is Mathis, and welcome to Frostpunk. This is a game I've been keeping my eye on for a while now, and while I had an opportunity not too long ago to check out the game, due to the build and the requirements of the build, I decided to wait out, because Frostpunk is a game that I've been very excited for, but I want to make sure I experience it when it hit 1.0. That's what we're on now. If you don't know what Frostpunk is, I've played a little of it, but not much. It's a city management game. Think Banished style, except you're in the middle of a frozen wasteland, and everything operates around this one central building that provides heat for everybody. We're going to start a new game, though. You'll see everything from the ground up, and we will continue. So I'm going to actually start a new game. Select scenario, a new home. That's the only one we have right now. To preserve civilization from the chaos of its own downfall, we have fled to the end of the world. We will have to adapt to survive. Who will we become in the process? We can customize the scenario a little bit, but I'm going to leave it all right around here. And we're just going to have, okay, whoops, new home, and we're just going to start fresh. This is the game, yeah, so I've put a little bit, hang on, a new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world, as we know it, has crumbled. So, this is a fun game. I've put a little bit of time into it, and here it is. So basically the idea is everything operates around this one central building you can see around here. We have to get it up and running, and then we have to survive. So, let's take a look. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. So that's what we have to do right at the bottom. So up here, we can see everything we need. We've got coal, which we have none of. Some wood, which we have very little of. Steel. Some steam cores, which I'm not even sure what those are. I haven't really messed with those yet. We have raw food, food rations, the amount of time it is, the day we're on, and it looks like we're going to have by day 4, the temperatures are going to drop pretty significantly. Down here we have our current tasks, and we have our building, laws, which we don't have to worry about yet, and our economy, which we really don't have to worry about right now anyway. So, first things first, we need coal. If we take a look around in the surrounding area, here's what we've got to work with. We've got some wood crates over here, which should give us some wood. We've got more wood crates, steel wreckage. We have some coal, and then sawmills over here. We need coal, and steel wreckage will provide us that. We don't really have much in terms of wood. We have wood crates, but we need the coal. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop open our construction menu. And the very first thing we want to get is a gathering post. So a gathering post is going to be 15 wood and 5 steel, so it's going to eat up half of our wood. And people working here gather resources from nearby coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage. So what we need is coal, but I'd love to get coal. What's this? Coal deposits. We need a mine to get that. I'd love to get the wood crates as well, but we can't. We can only really worry about coal and maybe some steel wreckage. So let's go ahead and build a gathering post. We can get the coal here. We could even get coal and the steel wreckage. Coal, steel wreckage. It's tempting to kind of grab both of these. But the way these are all laid out, we really have to make a decision here, and already we have a tough choice to make. So we're going to have to get a gathering post. Why don't I do it next to the coal and some steel, and we'll just plop this here. And the next thing we have to do after that is, in order for this to be built, we have to put a street that connects this to it. So you're going to see is people are going to walk out to it. And here's our tutorial. There's our camera controls, which we don't have to worry about right now. We can speed up time, and people are going to walk through the snow to get through. So, resource management. We actually have... Resource management is crucial. We need to worry about our coal, wood, steel, steam cores, etc., etc. Most of your buildings require you to assign people to work. Certain buildings only employ engineers, and others employ workers. To assign people to work, click on a workplace and use the assign panel, which we will do once all this is done. So, let's go ahead and... These guys are going to build it. We'll pause it. We're going to click on it. And I am going to go ahead and say we want the coal... Max workers, coal. On. Boom. Not adjacent to a street. So we have to actually add a street here. So we go into here, click build street, and we actually have to, it's all through this. So what we need to do is build a street like so, and build it to right here, so they can get to it and operate it. So you can see they're building streets. Boom. We have 10 workers, and they're working on gathering coal. We need to gather 200 coal as of right now, and they're moving on, kind of doing their own thing. Workers, we have 10. Everybody's going to work. Boom. Generator. All right. The workday is done. All structures in the city must be connected to the generator with streets, otherwise they won't function. To build a street, open the construction panel, boom. Controlling time, construction, which I already know how to do, and then the generator. So, here's the big thing, right? We need to stockpile coal so we can turn this on. The generator's off, click it. So what we can do is click on it. Before we do that, actually, there's some people. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. 3 options here. Provide some. I have 2 days to provide shelter for some people, 40. There are 80 that live here. I have 2 days to provide shelter for all people, or I'm not going to address it right now. I'm going to let discontent rise just a little bit and say no, not right now, which is annoying, but if you take a look here, it's not that bad. We just need people to have shelter soon. People are still hopeful, however. Now, let's click on this, and here we go. So what we can do is we can turn this generator on to provide heat, since nobody has any heat. If we click on this, we can actually see how cold everything is, aka very, very cold. It's considered chilly, I think, right now. People on normal work shifts are free to see that to their needs. Moderate risk of getting ill, so we're good. Everybody's fine right now. I'm not going to turn this on. I'm going to wait until we're stockpiling a little bit more. The day is about to finish, and I'd rather we continue stockpiling up to some cold. The wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. So yeah, sometimes, you know, people are going to ask for things you can't really give yet, and you have to make the snap decisions. Generator. We should probably... I'm tempted to turn the generator on, but we're fine. Everything's chilly right now. What is this? The heating is off. The generator's off. People are afraid they'll freeze to death in their sleep if you don't turn it at least on for the night, of course. So let's go ahead and do that then. We're going to go boom, and it's going to warm everything up. So, we take a look at the temperature now. You can see how it works. The temperature inside a building depends on the power setting of the generator. If the building is in a heat zone, that building's insulation and the conditions outside. Wait. The temperature inside a building depends on the power setting of the generator, that building's insulation, and the conditions outside. There we go. There are 6 temperature levels. We can take a look up there. Keeping homes and workplaces as warm as possible helps prevent people from getting ill. Some workplaces might become inoperative if the temperature falls too low. So we're going to put the heat on. We've got 9 hours of heat. We'll let it run through the night to keep people warm. You can see all the snow melted around it. People are kind of like hovering around and chatting and hanging out around it, which is kind of cool. It's really cool to see. And we can see it's still chilly. It's not doing too much. There's a nice ring of livable right around it, and comfortable as the generator itself. And boom, everything becomes livable as the heat spreads throughout our little ramshackle town. How much wood do we have? 7? I don't think I can actually build any tents right now, unfortunately. Yeah, I need 10 wood to build a tent. So I'm curious how I'm going to actually get wood, because we don't have enough wood to build anything. So we're going to let it go through the day and stockpile hopefully up to 200 wood by day 2. We'll speed things up, and hopefully once people go to work, we'll turn the generator off. 1 sick. Illness and healthcare. Cold homes or workplaces cause people to get sick. Without proper care, they can become gravely ill and might die. The sick can be treated in medical posts, but the gravely ill need an infirmary. We can't do either one. Until you build one, you can save their lives by signing one of 2 laws. The radical treatment law allows you to treat the gravely ill in medical posts, but some of them will be left as amputees. The sustained life law allows you to keep the gravely ill alive, but untreated in medical posts or care houses indefinitely. We don't have any of those, so there is no law that I can really put in and be like, here's how we're gonna do things. So, adaptation, they'll cover this when we get to it. For now, the person's sick and there's nothing I can do about it. We have 3 hours of heat left, and then the heat is gone. You can see we're ripping through all of this. Low coal. There's nothing I can do. People are waking up. I'm going to pause it. Take a look at the cold right now. It's still chilly. So we're going to shut down the generator for right now. And we're going to hopefully just kind of stockpile more coal for the day. We can keep going like this for a while, I'd say. We survived another night. That has to count for something. I agree. Boom. Day-night cycle. The city wakes up at around 6. People have some free time until the work shift starts at 8, unless there's construction work to do. After they finish their shift at 1800, they are free to help with construction again, which can keep them up well past midnight. You can extend the 10-hour work shift if you sign certain laws. So, again, time management and the like. What's this? Critical shortage. The number of sick is rising. We don't have enough materials to build the medical post. Perhaps a short burst of effort could help us gather necessary resources. This is what we need. We need people to be gathering more resources. So let's open the book of laws. So we can start signing something, an emergency shift. Sometimes we have to concentrate on the task at hand at the cost of everything else or die. Emergency shift. New ability. You can force workers in any facility to work for the next 24 hours. Using the emergency shift will raise discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. So people will work for the next 24 hours. We can also do things like this, which is child shelters. So we actually have a book of laws now that we can mess with. Fighting arena. We're not going to worry about that right now. Soup and food additives. Radical treatment. Cemetery corpse disposal. Let's go emergency shift and sign it. So we're going to sign the emergency shift law. For the next day, I deem everybody has to work for an entire day because we need it. You unlocked a new building ability by signing a law. Building abilities can affect society in many ways. Each has a cooldown and many also a cost. You can find out more about a given ability in the building panel. So what did I just, can I like, I can actually put on the emergency shift right here. I'm curious, can I actually build a road from here to like where wood might be? I'd like them to be able to work it or get to some wood. So there's wood crates there because I can't build anything without more wood, and I'm not quite sure what I need to be doing to make that happen. All right, well, we're not going to sign the emergency thing quite yet. Are you trying to work people to death? Well, it's that or you die, actually, so. I hope these shifts are only used for real emergencies. Yeah. All right, people are going to start stockpiling coal. The heating is off. The generator is shutting down. What? We already did that, I thought. I thought I already turned it down. How do I get more wood? Well, I guess we're just going to try and stockpile as much coal as possible. I'm going to put on the emergency thing so we can stockpile up to 200 coal before the day ends. They're gonna keep working because I told them they have to. No, there's no time off. The heating is off. Of course, I know. How's our coal? It's still 20 degrees. It's still chilly, but fine. People are going to get sick, but for the most part, I'm okay with it. Just want to get 200 coal. You can introduce a new law. Hang on. We're at 200 coal. What is the new law? Extend shift. Building a city in the frozen hell requires sacrifice. People will get more done if they work longer shifts. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours. New shift length. You can extend the workday in any facility to 14 hours. Working overtime causes discontent. Discontent will rise slightly if I sign it. Tempting. I'm going to go ahead and sign it. Nah, I'm going to actually leave it alone for now. I'll keep that in mind. I don't want discontent to rise any further. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the heat on. Okay. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. For now, now food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. The problem is, I can't. Let's take a look at this. Hope and discontent levels are crucial for the social stability of the city. There are many factors that can affect them. The most important are people's needs. When they are not fulfilled, discontent rises. Buildings. By building certain facilities, you can raise hope and lower discontent. Abilities. There are many abilities in the game that can affect both of those. And laws. Each law affects those moods. It's fine. I don't know if there's much I can do, though, to build the things I want to build. Because I can't gather wood, for instance. I want this. Can they just go out and grab them without the need for a gathering house? Will they go out? They will. That's something that I feel like I should have known. All right, they're going in 24 hours. I don't care. We're gathering wood. Look sharp. Remember, we mustn't shrink from our duties. Let's make it through the day before tomorrow. So we're emergency gathering because I didn't know that that was something I could do for things far away. So what we need to do now is provide stuff for them. We need to drop some tents in this ring. Everything has to work within rings, by the way. The closer, the better for heat purposes, obviously, and the like. So let's drop some tents. Actually, curiously, this is for 10 people. We can't do much with it, but that's all we can do. So let's drop tent, 10. Let's get enough for at least half of our people to be doing their thing.
Work time. Get moving.
Resource shortage. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law that will allow us to extend working hours. Yeah, we should probably sign the law. Fuck it. We can extend it if we need it, but for now, I'm just going to do it. People are not happy right now.
New law in the city.
At all. The discontent is raising rapidly, and that's all right. So discontent is going down now because we dropped a tent. We're going to drop one more set of tents for 40 of the people. So now we're going to have houses for people to sleep in. Coal pile depleted. So we're already out of coal. Let's go ahead and drop that on that one then. People can go over there and start doing that. No gatherable resource in range. That's all right. We are running low. So what we need now is a cookhouse. Secure a raw food supply. Build a hunter's hut or a hothouse. Build a cookhouse to start preparing it. So we need a hunter's hut. Hunters based here hunt every night, venturing beyond the city to track their prey in the frozen wasteland. They provide up to 15 raw food a day. So I guess we just plop it down in the city and they go out at night. So let's go ahead and drop a hunter's hut. And then what we need is a cookhouse as well. So let's go ahead and unpause it. And we'll wait for enough wood for that. Right next to it. Okay. We'll get
End of shift.
10 people there.
Rest all who can.
Weather changes. Pause it. All right. Food and hunger. Number of people starving. Got it. Efficiency, 15 raw food a day. Efficiency, 30 raw food per day. And 2 food rations per unit of food. So from 1800 to 8 a.m., they'll do that. The temperature in the city is constantly changing. Pay close attention to the forecast for the next 5 days that is shown to the right of the temperature at the top of the screen. A thermometer icon indicates the direction of the temperature changes. To see all factors affecting temperature in a building, hover over the mouse at the thermometer. So yeah, we already know that the temperatures are going to change pretty drastically. The lack of homes stirs anger. Captain, an angry crowd is protesting, pushed over the edge by prolonged homelessness. People demand that you address their problem immediately. I have a day to provide shelter for everyone. You'll have 2 days to provide better than a tent for 40 people. Or I won't address it. You know what? Let's go ahead and say in a day I'm going to have enough for I'm going to have a house for literally everybody. We're just going to keep pressing on, man. How are we looking on coal? 400 coal? We have a while yet then. We're going to say no workers here because it doesn't matter. 15 workers here for food. We have enough people kind of wandering out doing their thing here to make it work. I'm going to drop another tent right back here somewhere. Green is good. Yellow means like we're not totally sure. So let's go ahead and drop that. We need one more set of wood and we can get people going here. I'm going to get the tent up as promised. So we'll have houses for everybody. People from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we could try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon. Scout Frostland and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. We'll worry about that later. For right now, we've got other things to do. So we ran out of wood, I guess, in the wooden crates. Yeah, we're out of wooden crates. Shelter promise fulfilled. Hope rises. So we did as I promised. What if I'd like to get... I want more wood is what we need. So let's actually look at wooden crates. We'll get a maximum people of working, trying to get those wooden crates. Hopefully people are out doing hunting, which is good. And we need to make sure we have max workers here cooking food. So we need to build a beacon for more people. And for that, we need a workshop to get it up and running, which we need wood and steel for, which we have enough steel, but our wood problem is definitely an issue here. We have a new law. We already signed that. I don't see anything big here. How are we looking on healthy people? We have 71 people hungry but starving. 17 sick, 4 gravely ill. We're having a hard time, so we need to build a workshop and then build a beacon. That's the next big thing. So we're gonna keep this going for now. People are gonna stay warm. I don't want to turn this off quite yet. And the temperature is about to drop drastically by 2 levels, and then it'll raise by 1 level in 2 days. Let's speed them up. Yeah, we're working on it, I promise. God, I'm so tired. Every day's the same grind, but we've got to keep going. All right, and the frost arrives, and we can see everything getting cold, or even potentially very cold. So can I pop this up to level 2? We need to research it to pop it level 2. I assume the more levels we get, the further out the heat goes. All right, let's pause it, or rather speed it up, and we'll get people kind of doing what we need to do. So we need to build a workshop. We might as well pop it here. People can start constructing it right now. And I'm thinking of dropping... We got 2 pieces of coal here. Why don't we drop a gathering area over here and hit both the coals? So we drop this here, build a road. Oh, we need more wood. Okay. We'll just connect it like that. Mild frostbite. A citizen just became gravely ill. One of our people has become gravely ill due to the frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in the cold. Consider signing the radical treatment or sustain life law. All right, let's take a look. Sustain life. The gravely ill will be kept alive but untreated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. Discontent will rise slightly. The gravely ill will not be treated and remain a burden. The gravely ill will take up beds in medical posts. Or radical treatment. The gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. Hope will rise. We don't have a medical post is the thing. I'm kind of trying to follow the guide of what they want us to build, but there ain't much I can really do. It's functioning. Let's get engineers up and running. Okay, here's what we need to do. Exploration industry, we need a beacon. So that's gonna be our tech tree. For now, we're just gonna unpause it. Actually, you know what? For now, we're 25 minutes in. Let's call that episode 1. I'm going to play some more. There'll be more episodes on the channel. I've been eager to get my hands on this for a while now, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more, you let me know in the comment section below, beyond the couple episodes that I'm definitely going to record now. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Hitting the like button, your support means the world to me. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.